Some years ago I went through a nightmare of health problems. As soon as I started to pluck those wrong beliefs out, my problems went away. And energy has been compartmentalized, hijacked by a system of deception, obviously. But I don't believe either in a cosmos designed by an evil demiurge. If we think we are inevitably in a state of disease, scarcity, impossibility, lacking intelligence, capacity, creativity, then we will get trapped. The night themselves is not eliminating or killing your ego. It's denying your idea of your old ego. Because you have to assume the true ego, the true I. Welcome one more day to life ENArmonya. I was without publishing videos on this channel for more than a month. I was very busy, but I will try to resume the frequent publishing, trying to make even shorter videos or longer depending on the response. Now, the other channel in which I kept publishing videos, ENArmonya, has already more than 1,000 subscribers, and even though it's not a great amount in YouTube, many people somehow told me that this message is helping them to expand their views, to understand reality in a different way, and this is a big shift in their lives. So I'm glad that the Tree of Life message is growing in some hearts already, without the conflicts, divisions, and doctrines infused in different types of spirituality, dogmatic religion. This is not about belonging to a religion. This is about true life and how we can be in the world without belonging to this world. Because as the Master said, my kingdom is not from this world, and some of us do not come from here. I remember my origin, my true source of light. In that light I was pure, a space of light, an intelligence in the womb of a light ocean. So I now understand that an earthly experience is the necessary background to fulfill my true life purpose, true destiny, developing the qualities the Holy One wants for us, which are true will, true conscience, true proactivity, creativity, the ability of going through darkness and grow within. So in this video I would like to expand the issue of how to be in this confusing world, breaking the spells that keep us trapped in a state of disease, poverty, scarcity of many kinds, even of relationships or connections with true life, in a state of meaninglessness, of disappointment. But we need to understand that breaking the spells means a shift in our way of viewing our life, ourselves, reality in general. And as I said some years ago, this world can be compared to Alice in Wonderland. Actually, I think Lewis Carroll was very aware of this. And this story, Alice in Wonderland, is perfect to illustrate what I'm going to tell. Now, before going into the symbolism behind the story, I make clear that this is not a theory, this is not an invention. If I had not overcome certain spells of life, and if I had not been able to live more fully, more assured of what I am, with a greater quality inside, I wouldn't be speaking. It wouldn't make any sense to me speaking about theories or intellectual ideas. I'm not interested in abstract philosophies or doctrines. I'm interested in life, true life, not the false life which leads to death. There is no death in true life, by the way. Life goes through death, but it's not death, nor disease, nor deception. So, I don't believe either in a conception of the universe as a sort of device to learn lessons and then go back to our source and be happy, all being one. This form of New Age understanding is lacking very essential principles, because this fallen universe was not done in purpose, was not created by a divine God to experiment, or it was not the result of a plan, but the result of errors, mistakes, accidents. Is there a true God? Yes. I know. I don't need more proofs than the holy intelligence itself, because it's in me and I can feel it. Just as I don't need the proof that my physical body exists. Now this true God, or the Holy One, as I prefer to call him, is an intelligence that wants to expand itself, has a will, the will to fulfill the true loving essence all over this universe and other universes. So the Holy One replicates, it multiplies, it sends its emanation, which becomes a seed in different planets. And the human being is able to receive that seed. Not every creature can receive the seed. Animals cannot receive the seed of the Holy One. They can participate in divine nature somehow, but not fully. Life is fallen, even in rocks, trees, in animals. I mean, divine life, because divine life is energy, and energy comes from a source. And energy has been compartmentalized, hijacked by a system of deception, obviously. But I don't believe either in a cosmos designed by an evil demiurge, as some forms of Gnosticism claim. By the way, I spoke of Gnosticism in the other channel, and many people enjoy the videos. There is a lot of confusion about Gnosticism. Very few have read different ancient texts on Gnosticism, because they claim Gnosticism is homogeneous, is one doctrine, but there are many types of Gnosticism. The ideas of Gnosticism which are closer to what Master Isho taught can be found in Valentine or Silvanus. In Paul we can even find some Gnostic ideas, but the teachings of Basilides, Carpocrates, the Naasines, Theophytes, and many other Gnostic cranks are way too far away from what Master Isho taught. And the same goes for many other teachings. So we need to understand that in order to go beyond the spells of life, we have to cancel many wrong ideas about what the universe is. Because if we think that we are trapped, hijacked by force, then this is going to generate frustration, and this is going to make us sick. If we think we are inevitably in a state of disease, scarcity, impossibility, lacking intelligence, capacity, creativity, then we will get trapped and will become sick, obviously. So we need to cancel many views. Even Master Ishu said, those who want to follow me, let them deny themselves. Deny themselves is not eliminating or killing your ego. It's denying your idea of your old ego. Because you have to assume the true ego, the true I, which is whole. The whole which is watching and feeling all at once. Can you feel your mind, your heart, your body at once? And open yourself to a deeper, transformative energy, becoming aware that once you enter the tree of life, you are an expression of the whole universe. If you can understand that, then you are no longer in the quantum world. You are not quantum or quantified because you have no limits. And if you have no limits, you cannot be quantified. You are not fragmented either because you are collecting your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit. Make it whole. Now, if there are conflicting views in the subconscious or unrestful emotions, then this is going to generate fragmentation, and this makes us sick. I know this because I overcame serious problems of health, and I realized that they were not just physical, or they did not have to do with the food simply, but with the state of my soul. I lost my life purpose. And for those of you who don't know what I'm speaking about, I will just make a summary. Some years ago I went through a nightmare of health problems, experiencing systemic allergies, chronic constipation, eczemas all over my body, and lack of vitality. Obviously I knew that did not have to do with something physical, it was more a spiritual problem. And it took me some years to find out the root cause where soul traumas originated by self-sabotage or a wrong idea of what I really am. I was eating from the tree of knowledge of good and deficient inside my brain without knowing it, until I became aware that there were many subconscious ideas and viewpoints which are also making people sick around the world. So as soon as I started to pluck those wrong beliefs out, my problems went away. No medicines, no special treatments. I never ever took the medicines doctors wanted to give me because I knew that they were just patches to relieve symptoms. But I wanted to find the root causes. This is why I stopped going to doctors or even using corticoids for the eczema. The only thing I used to alleviate the pain was a natural cream. It's known as Feng Shui. But just to moisturize, to bring humidity to the skin and be able to function more or less during the day. But today I don't use any cream or any medicine, and I don't have anything, nor in the hands, nor in the body. Everything is clear. I digest perfectly. I have no allergies, no constipation. Constipation was the symptom that lasted for longer. It took me quite a few years. I was using enemas because I could not go without a help. And I recommend people to have enemas if they don't go for just one day. If they have the problem, they must use enemas until they solve the problem on their own. I don't mean coffee enemas, just water enemas or warm water enemas. Clean water, not tap water. But the problem is not in your intestines. If you have constipation, the constipation is in your soul, it's in your heart, in your mind. And something must come out. So, one of the ideas you have to take out is something is causing me harm, or I need this medicine to get healed, or if the doctor says I have this disease, I am done. Be careful with many diagnoses, because there is a lot of witchcraft in conventional medicine. If a doctor tells someone you only have a few weeks of life, 1 month, 2 months, well, that is witchcraft. And it's performed every day in many hospitals. Because no one can tell a person how much he or she is going to live. I know cases of people whose supposedly mortal disease receded, went away in a matter of days or even hours. How was that possible? Well, a shift in their own set of beliefs, set of feelings. It's not just believing, it's changing your viewpoint so you can think differently, feel differently, act differently, speak differently. It's a whole shift in your reality right here and now, because everything spins around your mind, your heart. So transformation depends on your single eye, as Master Isho said, or if you want, Jesus, or Jesus as some say. I use Isho because that's probably the closest pronunciation to the word in Aramaic. And he taught the art of healing by reconnecting through the tree of lives, not the tree of knowledge of good and deficient, or right and wrong, good and evil, of true religion, false religion. That belongs to the world. It's not about being religious or a faithful believer. True faith is the reconnection with the assurance inside, understanding what you are. In the tree of life, you cannot be a sinner or imperfect. Take out of your mind. You will not go far with that idea, which is very strong in religion. Because the true master said, deny your old self. Take up your cross and follow me. Who takes up the cross, if not the Messiah himself? The cross is this body, this experience. And the English word Messiah is horrible, because this is not a mess what we are looking for. Mashiach in Hebrew means divine brain, or there is understanding. So you have to understand what is your purpose in life. And your purpose as a human being is to reconnect with the true Adamic intelligence, which mirrors the qualities of the Divine Father. If you are able to reconnect and be Adam right here and now, then everything is possible, because you become the name of the Holy One. The name of the Holy One is not Jehovah, Yahweh, Jesus, or whatever. It's not any human label. The true name is a true vibration of love, of life, of fulfillment, wholeness. But you need to bring that wholeness within. Cleaning your mind, cleaning your heart. Only through that cleanse can you come out of any turmoil inside. And this is the key of the tree of life. The tree of life is a reality, a kingdom, where nothing is lacking, where we have all we need. Don't worry about what you are going to eat or how you are going to be clothed, because if you look for the true kingdom, the justice of the Father and its true kingdom, everything will be added unto you. This was taught by Master Ishu. And he proved it's real. And for 2000 years, his message has been growing in some hearts, not too many, but were it not for those of us who have been bringing this message, the earth would be ended. And this is not a presumption, this is a fact. Because humanity had been somehow doomed to destruction 2000 years ago, but the hammer was stopped, and it's still stopped. But you have to find the true kingdom, the true millennium inside. It comes now, it doesn't come tomorrow or 100 years in the future. No, we are going to a true kingdom, but we have to start here. And there are timelines where problems might decrease, obviously. I can even imagine a timeline in which humanity redirects with the help of a few, but don't worry about that. Worry about what you are here and now, what you are doing, and find your true purpose, because without purpose you cannot go anywhere. And as I said, all this is like breaking the spells of Alice in Wonderland. Remember that in the story of Lewis Carroll, Alice is following the rabbit down the rabbit hole, and the rabbit has a clock. He's worried about time, about the appointment with the Queen of Hearts, a queen which has hijacked the hearts of many, who went totally crazy, because in that wonderland everything is crazy, everyone is crazy,